I'm giving you an overview on how to finish up the data nugget for bringing back the trumpeters. And this is due before next Tuesday. So you go to the Google Classroom, you go up to the classwork, you go to the nugget, you open. You should have already made a data table of this information. And then we started doing some data analysis. You should have raw data here, process data for a graph. Now you want to put your graph in here. And then you're going to answer this. What were the effects of the reintroduction plan on the number of swans in the interior population? Well, that happens to be in this paragraph right here. Read that, answer this, and you can use the data from this data table to explain your answer. Now, this is 5 sentences for the paragraph. You tell me what happened with the reintroduction program. You give me evidence, you give me evidence, you give me evidence, and then you conclude your answer. What is the independent variable? You go up here again and you read through this. What did the scientists change on the swans? And then what did they measure is the dependent variable. What were they measuring? You should know what this is. It's pretty obvious. Now, delete that one for now. What evidence did you use to write your claim up there? It's just reiterating some of the data points that you made. Reference your table and your graph to explain the reasoning to support your claim. And this is just the redundancy of the same thing. So just repeat your answers from above. This last one, I want you to actually think about what could they be doing, and you should watch this video right here on how to.
The trumpeter swan disappeared from Iowa back in 1880.
What happened in Iowa? Okay. Now, I'm going to go to the data and show you how to make a graph. The easiest way to make this graph, now I added a couple of other things here. I'm going to just remove those for now so you don't get confused. And we're good. Now we're going to make a graph out of this data. Just click up here in the upper corner, go to the lower right corner here and explore. And then you're going to select a graph. Now, a lot of people have selected this one. And it's a good, solid graph. What I would do is I'd get rid of the total on it. So you double click on the graph to edit it. Close this. Close it. Now, to get rid of total, you go here, remove the total, remove it. Now you've got the data. What you don't have is you don't have a y-axis. So go over here to customize, chart axes and labels. You want a vertical axis. What do these numbers stand for? Well, stand for the number of swans observed. Now we've got that. You've got a y-axis. You've got the x-axis and the y-axis. You've got a title. You've got this. I think data points would be important here. So we go to series, add some data labels. We've got that. Now, go up here to your Mississippi. And if you want to put in a trend line, watch this. That trend line doesn't match it very well. But if you go to select this one, the exponential, that's a good match. Go down to the polynomial, not such a good match. Go down to the logarithmic, seriously not a good match. Power series doesn't even show up. And moving average, and no. So the one that makes the most sense is an exponential. Then let's go to the blue one. We'll go up here and get blue, high planes. Put it in a trend line on it. If we throw an exponential on it, that's not a good match. So let's keep it to linear one, and we're good to go. Now, you're going to copy this graph. Copy it. Now, you go up here, and you can put it right here. Control V. If you link it, any changes you make will be there. So there's your graph. You come down here, you give me data statements about it. And those statements should tell me trends, high/low values, what the axes mean, anomalies. Those are things that are odd about the data. It's like there's some doubling going on. Is there any range of data is always good. Ranges. And that should do it for right now. You get 6 to 10. I'll stop here and get that turned in. I want to get going on our next project next Tuesday.